Hello and welcome to Game Boy Classics. In this installment, the game is The King of Fighters 95 for the Game Boy. This is quite a shocking game because King of Fighters 95 was originally for the Neo Geo, so how did they make a Game Boy version of that? Well, it wasn't actually done by SNK. It was done by a company called Takara, which did downports of SNK games for the Genesis and SNES before the Game Boy version here, which was released in 1996. So here's the King of Fighters 95 for the Game Boy. So yeah, let's play this. Surprise, surprise, this game is actually not all that bad. I'm not very good at it, so I'm going to put it on easy, and let's play some of this. Unlike the original game, you could actually choose your individual fighter to play as. You don't have to choose between, like, groups. So I'm going to go with Mai, because why not? Mai versus AG. So even though these are 8-bit sprites, they have a lot of personality, and in fact, they're better looking than a lot of other fighters on the Game Boy. The Game Boy only has, of course, the two action buttons on the face of the controller, but even just with those two controller buttons and, the D-pad, you can still pull off a variety of moves that makes this a very impressive game for the Game Boy. Nipponichi. Alright, there we go, victory. Unfortunately, there's a lot of repetition in the soundtrack of this game. The sound is definitely not this game's strong suit. Although the sprites, small as they may be, have a lot of personality to them, and that more than makes up for the lackluster sound. This is just a fun game to look at. And it's even more fun, of course, to play. It's a shame they weren't still making NES and Famicom games by 1996, because I can imagine the Famicom version of this looking rather similar, but, being in color and maybe being a little bit more impressive. But for Game Boy standards, it certainly is not bad at all. There's no sprite flickering, there's no slowdown. The game runs at it pretty fast, and there's a lot of variety of what's going on here. Oh, come on, Ralph. copy nowadays is pretty easy because there's not much demand for this title. You can, generally speaking, pick it up for maybe a few bucks. It's not super common, but it's not a very uncommon game either. It's just, I don't know, you might be able to have a little bit trouble finding it, but certainly not on eBay or something like that. Oh no, lost. Well, that'll probably do it for this video, so thanks for watching, guys. If you have any questions, let me know, and once again, I'll see you next time. See you next time.